house. Thank you for waiting. It's not Sunday in the UK no more. It's Monday, 3 a.m. So it's spiritual tea on a Monday morning for the UK and Sunday for some of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sunday spiritual tea. Waiting for some people to come back. Haters have gone. Now we're waiting for the real people to come through. All signs. We are calling you. Wagwan, Jenny. Wagwan. As usual, the haters come in at the beginning and they sit there and they wait. Wagwan, it comes naturally. Wagwan, gang, gang. Welcome, welcome. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. Wagwan. Watagwan. I wasn't going to do it today. Spirit has been pulling on me. Pulling on me. 3 a.m. They dragged me out. Screaming and kicking today. Wagwan. Hello from the US. Wagwan. It's only 9. Lucky you. It's 3 a.m. in the UK. In the Queensland of the United Kingdom. Blessings, Akeem. They woke me up. They were like, Diana, get up. My ancestors like, you sleeping? No. Ancestors got me up, gang. They were like, you ain't gonna sleep. You ain't finna sleep tonight. Ah, 3 a.m. and I don't even know what I'm supposed to be saying other than answer the call. Answer the call, gang. They got me answering the call. So I'm gonna put it upon you. Answer the call, Nottinghamshire. So you know it's 3 gang. We're up. Ancestors got us up. And I'm trying to figure out what this is about. Well, go on, Sarah. The only thing that has come to me right now, in my waking up moment, is answer the call. There's something Spirit wants you to know. There's a reason why we keep getting up at these times. 3 4 4 4. So I figure it's to answer a call. To answer the call. Thank you. So I'm answering the call today. And how ironic, when I shuffled the deck, the card that came out, answer the call. So I was sitting down here for a bit and I was thinking about answering the call. Gang. Thank you. And it really just means, Lightworkers, if you believe to yourself, Puerto Rico, if you believe to yourself that you are called Kirktorian, king in the house, let's grab a pen. Give me a minute. Kind of unprepared, gang. 3 1 second. Let's grab a pen. Kirktorian, your name is on the check. Emperor in the house. Doing some good things on Instagram. I was watching you today, King. Kirktorian. I like what you do with the chakras. Answering the call, people. And I'm just speaking to those because I'm not here to judge anyone. I have lots of people coming into my DMs, God's favor, telling me that they're the chosen one. You're the one that God has chosen to break the bondage, the chains in your generation, and to also set some people free. Isaiah 61. God's favor. I want to read Isaiah 61. When the lights come on, I'm going to read that scripture to you, because I believe this is what you've been anointed to do in this season. God's favor. I am just going by ear. There is no plan for this reading. How Spirit directs me is how Spirit directs me. So bear with me, people. My zip bust, so I'm just trying to just cover up my little titty them. Well, go on. Right. So I want to start off with a meditation. I want to relax you. I want to relax the house. All signs, can you get comfortable? Get comfortable, please. If you want to stand, stand. If you want to sit, sit. If you want to sip some tea, lemon and ginger, need you to get comfortable wherever you are. We want to relax you. We want to unblock chakras. This one is called the throat chakra, gang. The year of the Lord's favor here, doc. You got that right. You got rose green tea, Tiffany, gang. So we're just going to unblock some people's chakras, because I know that majority of you have been called to do something. Smoking a cigar. Something bigger and higher than yourself. And it makes you uncomfortable. It can make you feel vulnerable. But I have been sent to activate you. I understand my calling in the tarot world. I have been sent to those who believe that they have been chosen for something bigger than themselves. Miss Happy. 33, you got the magic numbers, gang. Miss Happy 33. We are dealing with the number 33. The Trinity, people. The power of three. What was, what is, and what is to come. Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. There's also other threes, as you know, but there is power in the number 3. So I'm understanding why they get me up at 333 today. They want us to tap into this energy, gang. My last reading said there was a powerful shift. And we are currently in this shift. In this energy portal that has been opened. You woke up at 444, see? These are very important numbers. You are being called. And it's time that you answer these calls on your life. I know some of you thought you was going to get married and you was going to do this and you had all these plans. But I'm here to tell you that your life has been mapped out. Your steps have been ordered. So some of you are realizing that things are not going to your plans, because I'm sorry to tell you, you've been called, you've been chosen. Many are called, gang, because there's many that are called, but there are select few that are chosen. And for you, it's time that you answer the call. You've been answering so much calls, taking you out of your paths, looking for love here and there. But there's one particular call that has been knocking at some of you lot's soul. And it's your soul, it's your spirit. This is the call that you've been asked to answer. So this is what it's about, answering the call. Exploring. Travel. Live. So let's do the meditation. We're going to do it on 4, 4, and 4. In for 4. Hold for 4. Release for 4. You're ready to answer the call, gang. In for 4. Hold for 4. Release it for 4, hair doc. Akeem, in for 4. Hold for 4. Release for 4. Now I just want you lot to breathe in at your own pace. Spirit has sent me out at 3:33 a.m. wanting me just to speak from my heart to your heart, from my spirit man to your spirit man. Are you ready to answer the call, gang? Are you ready to walk this path? Some of you have been called for a time just like this, raising up light workers, taking them out of their comfort zones and making you very uncomfortable. From being unseen to seen, from being unheard to heard. The question is simply, will you answer the call? If it means you're going to be walking this road alone, will you answer the call? If you believe that you've been called for something higher than yourself, then it's time that you answer the call. If you've been waking up at 333, 444, 222, Spirit has been calling you. Answering the call, explore. They want you to explore the spiritual gifts that they have given to you. They want you to share the wisdom that has been downloaded into your spirit, man. We're going to start. We're going to start answering the call. For each one of us, the call is different. Some of you have been called as influencers, coming on social media and just speaking to people, spirit man. Some of you are going to be singing. Others dancing. I even can see preachers. You are being called in all different capacities. Whether you accept and answer this call is another thing. Spirit has been showing me the fear of being different, the fear of being separated, the fear of failure, the fear of being laughed at. Someone's even scared of being successful. This reading is for all signs. It's for the light workers that know that spirit has been pulling on their spirit, man. Pushing them and pulling them to do things out of their comfort zone. Some of you have been called to do this full time now. You started, but you're still in the job. You still got one foot in and one foot out. Some of you have been called to put 2 feet into your spiritual work. To trust spirit, to trust God, to take care of your needs. Someone is being called into full-time ministry, and I'll call it full-time ministry. No matter what you're doing, you're going to be ministering to people. Calling some of you out of your comfort zones, out of the job, and some of you out of a marriage or a relationship. Once you leave the job, your partner might not understand. Your partner might be looking at things through their natural eyes, and now you've got a problem in your home. Spirit says, are you willing to answer this call? Provide your every needs. The card that came out was Answer the Call. The other angel card that came out was Acceptance. Acceptance for me is many things. Acceptance of things that we just can't change. But also accepting this call. This call that has been put on your life. It says it's time for you to wake up and live again. Not survive, not live from hand to mouth, but live again. You are here on this earth for a reason. Do not waste your time. Embrace life and explore the world with every ounce of your soul. Every ounce. Take risks. Think outside the box. Journey to unknown places. Follow your instincts and live your life to its fullest. The universe chose you to be here for a specific reason. It is up to you to discover the reason and go after it. Gang, answer the call. Answer your call. If you are tired and fed up with life, focus on the courageous energy of Spirit of God. Call upon your spirit guides to give you the positive energy to enjoy your life. You may also like to challenge yourself with some activities or experiences that make you feel alive and give you a boost of adrenaline. Take some risks and start to enjoy your life today. So Spirit is saying that you are not living. You're not living. You're merely surviving. The life that they have for you enjoys you exploring, not being cooped up in one town, one street, one country. Some of you have been called to nations, but some of you have been called internationally, gang. Internationally. They want some of you to explore. This could be on the internet. They're asking for you lot to come out of your shells. To be bold. To be fearless. Be that visionary that does things that no one else does. So there's definitely traveling. I told you, some of you have been called to somewhere else other than you live. You've been trying to start this business in your town, with your people then. And Spirit's saying, answer the call. Because the call that's calling you is across the waters, is across the sea. Some of you have been called to move, to relocate. Not stand still. There is blessings in your movements, gang. You confuse and confound your enemies when you move. Spirit is moving you lot. Some of you are in your routines. The enemy knows your routines. Very strategic. There is disruptions to routines now. Because this calling is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And I believe with every passing day, Spirit is now disrupting your life, disrupting your patterns. You've got yourselves into everyday mundane things that mean nothing to God, mean nothing to Spirit. They mean something to you. They're materialistic. But this is not what you was put here to do. So you're finding that your life is being disrupted. You are being called to move, even though you don't want to, even though you might be comfortable where you are. I love you too, Taurus gang gang. Thank you, Divine Ascension. Nefertiti, your name is on the check. I'll put Nefertiti. So answering this call. Nefertiti, your name is on the check. This is quite simple for me, even though this choker won't keep still. Answer the call. Spirit says they know that you're scared. We get so comfortable in our routines, in our little bubble that we've built for ourselves, that when something comes along and jeopardizes that, it's kind of like, oh my God, I understand it. But you are being called to change lives. This is not a simple thing. Who I'm speaking to is being called to change lives that will be lost if you don't come, if you don't answer. You have been called to a specific set of people, and without you showing up, these people are not going to receive the word that they need to receive in the time that they need to receive it. Do you understand that everything has been done strategically and you are part of a bigger plan? You don't think you have purpose, gang? If there's been a pulling and a tugging on your spirit, man, then you have purpose. If you haven't been comfortable or fitting where you are, then you have purpose and there's a calling. If you want to help people and you don't want to be paid, but you don't know how to do this and it's always been something in your spirit, then you are being called. Some of you are not getting no sleep and not understanding why. Bontu here. The reason why you're not getting no sleep, because you're not walking in your calling. They are keeping you awake until you answer this call, until you hear what they have to say. Every time you're woken up, you lot are looking through your natural eyes and listening through your natural ears. You're not understanding that one of your spirit team have woken you up with a message, with a word. A word for you, but a word for you to carry on and bring to someone else or to some other people. Trying is the best that you can do, Diamond. Trying is the best that you could ever do. It's when you're ignoring the call. It's going to get louder and louder. Your life is going to get more disrupted. Things are not going to go right because there is a path being prepared before you. And no matter what you do, you have to take this path. This is the path. Acceptance. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels, not through your eyes. Because when you look in the mirror, you might see broke, busted, and disgusted. That is not what the angels see. That's not what they see, gang. They see someone who is going to be pulling people out of darkness, who has struggled to come out of darkness themselves, who's very strong in spirit, but might be weak in body, weak in human form. Doesn't have all the things that the humans need to survive, but in spirit you're strong, gang. So you need to see yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love. Can you love yourself unconditionally, gang? Is what's been asked. Because before you can come out and be a light worker, you have been called to love yourself. You, unconditionally, without any conditions. In this way, you inspire and you lift everyone up to their highest potential. Did you hear what they said? All they're asking from you is for you to love yourself unconditionally, because no one else did. No one else is going to until you do. And then when you do, just by doing that, you're going to inspire people around you. You're going to help lift them up. Some of you think that it's going to be something amazing that you have to do, and it's not. Spirit simply wants you to embrace yourself. Embrace your uniqueness. Show people your uniqueness. Share your stories. But first you're going to have to accept yourself as you are. As you are. Sexuality, religion, spirituality, color, fat, thin, black, brown, rich, poor. It's about the acceptance. Spirit has been dealing with you lot. Had so much conditions placed on you from birth, because that's the life of a light worker. Broken open, made to believe there's something that they're not. Seeing yourself like the angels see you, gang. Not as other people are portraying you or speaking about you. So that means we want you to start telling yourself a new story about yourself. Because when you lot take to your platforms, I should be feeling unconditional love. Unconditional. There shouldn't be conditions. I should know that I should feel the love for you coming from you, as well as to me. I see light workers being woken up, being made, forced to see themselves. So I've been told that you've been separated. Separated from family, from friends, from prized possessions. just so that you could see yourself. Just so you could see yourself. Because you kept doing and being all these other things for other people, just so that you couldn't sit with you. And in this season, you cannot be called to other people if you cannot accept yourself. So I can feel the dark night of the souls. A lot of people have been going through it. This is because you're coming to an acceptance of self. Acceptance of things that you cannot change. You are learning to live with your flaws, realizing that they're not flaws at all. This call starts with you. The first person you're going to save is you. The first person you're going to be ministering to is you. So Spirit wants to know, are you not ready to answer this call? Because you thought that I was going to help save you or someone else. It wasn't. It was you answering the call to minister to you. Because once you start ministering to you, accepting you the way that you are, seeing yourself the way that God and the angels see you, then you are ready to come out and see everyone else the same way. Because if someone cannot love themselves and accept themselves, gang, you will not survive in this industry. You won't. Every critique, every bad word is going to make you be crushed. It's going to hurt you. So you'll realize that over a period of time, Spirit has been breaking you down. People have been rising up against you. Why? Because Spirit is growing this skin of yours. Needs to get thick. There needs to be acceptance of self. I don't care if you was a prostitute. I don't care if you was a drug addict. You need to accept yourself the way that you are. Stop hiding yourselves. Stop hiding your smiles. You lot have been hiding all of these mistakes, and they're not mistakes. So there's an acceptance of self, truly accepting that what you went through, what you're going through, was necessary. Necessary for you. Necessary for you. Part of your purpose. Some of you are so ashamed of something that's going to raise you up. You're not understanding that Spirit is going to take the mess and turn it into a message. And here you are trying to pretty up your mess. Why? That's not your job. You're to accept what you can't change and surrender it. Surrender it. Your mess is going to be a message. Stop trying to pretty it up. Stop trying to tell a story that's not true about you. Pride comes before a fall. Spirit has been dealing with egos. Tashano. I feel people's egos being broken. Because you are just... We've been born into a world that's so materialistic. So conditional that we place conditions on ourselves. If we don't look a certain way, if we're not up to a certain par. But Spirit is breaking all of these conditions and ideals that you have, that you've been brought up with. They are bringing you back to a baby state. Baby state. Once a man, twice a child. Once a man, twice a child. What you know, you need to forget it. What you know is not going to help you where you're going. You don't need to start letting your spirit man lead the way. Sometimes we're ashamed of what's happened in our lives. I smoked crack. I escaped domestic violence by smoking crack. And in doing that, my kids got hurt. But that's my truth, gang. That's what I survived from. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to be ashamed of it. There was many a nights that I slept on the streets because I couldn't come home with the way that I looked and let my children see me. But that's the mess that Spirit's turning into a message. Are you ready to answer the call? Because Spirit will expose your business. Some of you are so busy trying to hide everything, but Spirit's getting ready to expose you. Expose you. 100% expose you. So I'm telling you, acceptance of everything. Don't be ashamed of nothing. Because what you commend and respect in me is what Spirit wants from you. Is your total surrender, your total honesty. How are you going to help me? How are you going to help someone in darkness? Transparency. If you don't be honest, if you don't lay all on the table, what you've been fighting, what you survived, this is it. People want to know what's purpose. Purpose is, what did you survive? What did this world throw at you and you still got up? How did you get up? How? Tell me how. I want to know. I want to know. People just want to know because they're still going through it. So I've been just called out to speak from my spirit man to yours, to answer the call, to stop asking why. Why, God? What do you want? Just answer it. Open your mouths and let Spirit speak for it. Let Spirit sing for it. Pick up the pen, because you know they want you to write the book, some of you. Put the pen to the paper, and let Spirit help you write it. You think you say mind block. I say no. You need to move out the way. You need to move out the way. Because it's not by might, it's not by power, gang. It's by the Spirit of the Lord going to come through you. You lot are vessels. Vessels. Spirit wants to use you. Wants to speak through you divinely enough. Welcome to Deep One's Nation. But there is an emptying of yourselves. Some of you are still trying to control a situation. Divinely enough, and you can't control this, gang. Like, I literally can't control this. I wish I didn't have to get up at 3 to know I've got to get up in a few hours with my kids. But I'm being guided and pushed and prodded, and I don't understand it. But I understand that Spirit is adamant that in these dark times, they want to raise you up. They want you. You are the one that they want. Divinely enough. You are the one that they want. And a lot of you have just been questioning Spirit, like, is it really me? Is it really? Give me a sign. Give you a sign. They've been knocking at your heart for the longest time, at your soul, removing everyone out your life, and you want another sign. You want another one. Some of you are like Job out here, and you're still waiting for more signs. If you don't know who Job was, Job lost everything, even his children. Some of you are waiting for this sign, and this sign is right here, telling you, you know it. But you're scared, and I understand it, because you have to stand alone. And people be like, what do you mean you're called? What do you mean you're called? She thinks she's called. He thinks he's called. Yes, you are. And you've got to stand on it. And yes, they're going to laugh. And so what? And so what? And so what? God is dealing with your ego. A lot of you are just scared of people laughing at you. Failure. But what is failure, gang? What is failure? It's another label that that's been put on everyone. So everyone can, this person's success. What is success to you? Because I tell you what they want you to be successful in. Saving yourself while saving others. Your story is 1,000 other people's stories, but it's yet to be told. It's yet to be told. You lot scroll through the internet every day, reading and watching other people's stories, while your story goes untold. Your story goes untold. Now I'm telling you, and you lot might not understand it, and I didn't get it till I got here. Without you, listen to me, without you, there are some people in this world that's going to be lost. Like, you have been called to a set of people that are in place waiting for you to show up. You've never met them. You haven't even connected with some of them. But they're waiting in alignment. Just like V says she needs help. Waiting for you to answer the call. If you could understand that your steps are ordered already, then you already have people waiting on your word, waiting on your message, waiting on you to take up your cross, because it is a cross. It's not easy. It's a lot of responsibility. But I'm telling you, I didn't understand it, that there was a certain set of people that was waiting on me for me to answer my call. Waiting for me to answer the call. And I didn't get that. I thought I was unimportant because everyone else counted me out. So here I am, counting myself out. And I believe you're doing the same. You're doing the same. You have been connected to me for a reason. For a reason. Intuitive, divine feminine. Spirit has been dealing with the light workers, and I have been called to specially leaders, people that are already established and those that are becoming established. 222. I know this. Going through a mass awakening. It's like a reawakening. We woke up, but there's a reawakening going on with the, if you look on YouTube and you see a lot of the tarot readers, they are reawakening again. There is a reawakening. Had to go through the dark night of the souls, be broken again. There is a whole reawakening. There are more gifts being downloaded. Do you not feel it? Do you not feel your crown chakra at certain times? It is receiving. You lot are so receptive, and some of you are so unaware that 24/7 you're aerials and you are receiving information and it's coming in. Whether you are acknowledging it or not is another thing. There is a reawakening going on. The ego in psychology, the ego is likened to a child. Freud spoke about the ego. The ego wants what it wants when it wants it. It has no rhyme, it has no reason. That's why we always have to be on the ego. It's like Casey. When he wants something, he just wants it. It doesn't matter if he's going to die getting it. He's just going to go get it. That's your ego. It doesn't have to go, but you've got to tame that ego. Because that ego is most of our downfalls. It's telling you false narratives and false truths. It doesn't see danger, gang. It doesn't. It just wants what it wants when it wants it. So it doesn't decipher danger or any of these things. That comes into play from everything else. So the ego, we always have to Keep an eye on it. Keep taming it. It can't die. We can never kill the ego. Johnny, it's a part of who you are. But some of you have so much pride, and pride really does come before a fall. Trust me. Johnny Rhythm. Especially, not just black people, I just say anyone. You're just grown to not show your faults. When literally, transparency is key. Transparency is key. Most people are reawakening or awakening and their third eye's open. That means they see the fake. They see what's not real. And that's why you'll find a lot of people's pages are not doing well, because you lot are putting on shows, putting on aesthetics, and people don't want aesthetics anymore. People's third eye's open. So they just want the realness, because they can see what things are from what things are not. People have been told to stand in power, answer the call, and accept those things that you really just can't change in this season, which is who you are, what you've been through. We're going to get some cards. Psychic strength. Straight away, psychic strength. Because I know, I told you, very much awoken you lot. I'm speaking to people that are psychic, have a lot of psychic gifts. And it says you lot are guiding lights. Guiding lights. Let's read this card to you. Psychic strength. Tapping into your psychic abilities. When you are feeling drained or vulnerable, you can shield yourself physically and emotionally. This card encourages you to look after yourself by setting boundaries. Remain unattached. Gang, I'm coming back to you. Remain unattached to comments. Remain unattached to other people's attitudes that are not helpful. Put out a hand for help where possible and surround yourselves with positive energy. Staying focused on your goals and your loves will bring strength. There are many ways to strengthen your spiritual energy. Find a way that works for you. You may like to use a hamster or make a talisman. For a quick and easy way to shield yourself from negative energies, ground your energy. Take a few deep breaths and imagine a golden bubble of healing light surrounding you. Once you can see yourself inside the gold bubble, ask the universe to protect you. Shield yourself with love and positivity and extend this protection to your loved ones as well. So Spirit is saying that you have abilities that you are not utilizing, gang. We have the ability to protect ourselves from psychic attacks. But these are all things that Spirit wants you to sit down and start researching and really start implementing in your life. Start implementing these things. So they want you to start using your spiritual side. Stop using your human side. A lot of you get up and the first thing you do, you reach for something human. The first thing you should be doing is waking up and saying, thank you, God, for waking me up. Thinking about what you just dreamt about, what messages just came through, because you understand that in your dream state, you was receiving messages. It was just another form of being. So when you wake up, know that there's always messages that have come from the night before. There should be a pen and paper next to you, if not your phone. You're asking God for protection for the day before you even step off your bed. You're praying. In it, fall into your knees and pray, because a lot of people don't wake up. protecting yourself and your family before you walk out the door, before you do any spiritual practices, before and after. Because when I do my tarot, I have to always make sure I open and close, because we're inviting spirit. So we're going to have to tell spirit to leave and close it out. You lot also have the ability to heal. I'm not telling anyone to put down their tablets, because I'm not a doctor. But spirit is asking you lot to really start seeing things through the eyes of the angels. And if you do this, you're going to connect with nature and natural things. This is going to be your first point of call. Changing your toothpaste from fluoride to charcoal. Simple things you're going to implement into diets, into the music that you're watching. The more that you use your spiritual gifts, the brighter your light shines. Neem toothpaste, anything but fluoride, gang. They are calcifying your third eye with the water, with the food, with the toothpaste, with all of these stuff. Spirit needs you lot to get tapped into these things and use this temple. It's our temple. Our temple. We have to protect it. This card says, and it's telling you, protect yourselves against every attack. There are psychic attacks, there's governmental attacks, and you know that there is. And it's on the spirit, man. Don't let them fool you. The government know. They know about psychics. They know that people are very psychic and powerful. As a collective, they have used their brain on us and implemented all these things to make sure that we don't wake up. Spirit is asking you lot, are you going to answer this call? Are you ready to wake up? If you are, it's time to start protecting yourselves, protecting your homes, protecting your energy. You have the ability. Now, I don't want to put no one out of business, but a lot of you go to people like me, other people, and ask them to give you psychic protection. Spirit says you can do it yourself. You are the psychic. You have to start believing in your own spiritual gifts. There are 1 million people on YouTube ready to help you lot. Nurture these gifts. Nurture these gifts, gang. So when you lot are giving money away, sometimes Spirit wants you lot to invest in yourselves right now. Invest in it, because you are a psychic and you are paying another psychic to protect you when you should be learning it for yourself, so then you can be protecting you and protecting others, because this is what you've been called to do. You've been called to do. You ask me how? There are 1 million ways. One particular way that I know what to do with psychic protection. You have your sage, you have your palo, praying, meditation. You go around your homes. I have feathers sometimes, and I am making sure that there is no corner of my house that doesn't get blessed. There's a 3-story house. Every room, every crease. There's corners that I put salt in. There's rooms that I put water in. Because there are different spiritual practices that you can practice for yourselves to keep your space protected. Protected. There are psychic attacks happening, people, and I know you feel it. I know you feel it. I bought some Florida water. So I bought some lately. So I said, you lot should be buying Florida water, protecting yourselves, your children. If you think that you're getting attacked, what about your kids? Your kids are under attack. And it's a psychic one, it's a mental one. So when they're scrolling through the gram and they're scrolling through TikTok, they're being targeted with posts. Have you seen it happen to you? They're just targeting you on the gram, on YouTube. You go from one place to another. Now they're targeting you. This is targeted advertising. And it's happening all over the place. And literally it's breaking people down because some of these things you don't want to see, and they're bombarding you with it, and it's making you feel like your life is not enough. Someone's life is better than yours. And they're just bombarding and bombarding and bombarding and bombarding. So it's being very intentional. Not just about you, about people connected to you. Answering the call is not just answering it for yourselves. Exactly, Kirk. Exactly. Protection over your home. Spirit is asking some of you to begin writing now. So much times this card comes out in so much different readings, but it's usually in a different deck. Create, express, inspire. This is not just about a book. This is you creating content. Whatever your content is. It could be a book. It could be a song. Whatever this is, Spirit is asking you lot to start this. Because when you do it, you're going to inspire people with your words, with your knowledge. This message that you're bringing forward is coming through from Spirit. Like I said, a lot of you are psychic. Whether you know it or not, Spirit channels through you. You call it ideas. You say epiphanies. But I say it's channeled messages that Spirit has given to you. And now they want some of you to write about it. Some of you to speak about it. But most definitely inspire others with it. So I see you lot being inspirational. Life coaches, people that inspire someone to get up and face another day just by you showing up, just by you being present. So I hear that you're going to make a difference to someone's life. You might not think that you're making a difference, but Spirit says you are, and you will. Some of you musically, you are artists. Spirit says instruments, sounds and tones. That is multiple messages for me. One, a lot of you are getting messages through music. Music is food to the soul. But it can also be the very thing that takes you off your purpose. Spirit wants you to be very intentional about the music you're listening to. Be very intentional about what you're listening to musically. I'm hearing like windpipes, stringed instruments, natural music will help you at this time. Get your creative juices flowing. It will do something for your spirit, man. They want you to be very intentional because it changes your moods. Changes your moods. It's time for someone to write the song. I don't know what it means for you, but there's a song that's on someone's heart to write, and Spirit says, write it now. Begin writing this song now. There is a song that someone is either writing or is about to write. And Spirit says, write this song now. Write it. I can hear all of me. So all of you into the song. All of you into the song. Someone's going to express themselves in this song. This song's going to go far. Spirit says, begin writing now. now is the time for this song to be written. So I don't know who you are, because it could be more than one person. But there's a song with all of you. And I could just hear that song, all of me, all of you, in all of this song. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. No holds bars. Just hearing all these words. Don't hold back. No holds bars. All of me. All of me. Sorry, let me put your names on the check before I forget. So put all of you into this song, whoever you are. I don't know who you are, but they said all of you. All of you. Put it all in there. Someone's like, no one don't want to hear my story. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Ray Yell Bell. Thank you, gang gang. Ra, that's it. I keep calling you Ray. Ra Yell Bay. 999. And then we have, we're going to get the tarot now. We just had a few oracles. Terry. Thank you, sir. Thank you, gang gang. Put your name on the check. Terry Burgos. So Ra, Yel, and Bay 99. And Terry. And there's someone else. And then let's get the tarot. Because we're 61 minutes in. And literally, I just been chatting. And I haven't got the message yet. Louisa. Making sure. But I knew it was going to be a long one anyway. When they woke me up at 3:33. They said, Diana, just speak. Because I didn't know what I was supposed to say. Louisa, I wasn't going to do Sunday spiritual tea again. It's been a long day. But Spirit says it has to come out. So they want someone to release their music. I don't know what you're going to sing about. But they want you to sing. They want you to sing. If it's rapping, it's rapping. But make that music, gang. Make the music. Your sound is different. Oh, the Empress. Straight off the bat. The Empress. Told you, you lot are ready to give birth. And some of you have been pregnant for far too long. You've been holding on to this baby for far too long. Spirit's like, ain't you gonna push it out? Ain't you gonna push it out? You're gonna keep holding on to this baby, gang. Some of you are scared of the pain of birth. Double up, Barbie. Double up, Barbie. These are the heaven and earth tarot. Double up, Barbie. So we're using the heaven and earth tarot today. Empress, Chine. Oh, go on. Spell your name properly. Empress Chin. Chin Year. Empress Chin Year. 777. Your name is on the check. Empress. Coming out on the Empress. This says lots of success. You are pregnant. Now, we're not going to talk about babies in this reading. This is just going to be about the spiritual baby that I know I've been called to help you give birth to. I've been called. It is time. I can see a harp by her side. So some of you have been called to be musicians. And this is how you're going to do your light work. You are going to be making music, gang. Sweet music. Because I see it right here. And right next to her, with the harp, is wheat. So there is growth. Fertility. Orisha, I'm putting your name on the check. You always sow a seed, gang gang. You always do, Orisha. So I'm going to sow it for you. You always sow into me, and I will sow into you. Iron sharpeth iron, Orisha. Your name is on the check, Orisha. You are so loyal to me, gang. I am loyal back. Carla, gang, gang. Your name is on the check. So today, The Empress is not going to be about a baby. It's going to be about your spiritual baby. All right? That's what we're dealing with today. Carla, your spiritual baby. And Spirit is asking you lot to come out, because you lot are the wheat. And you are in around the tares. Do you know that? Is what I see. The tares is the wheat. The tares is the weed. And it's messing you up. It's infecting you. Some of you are trying to fit in. And you don't fit in with weeds, gang. You are wheat. You're wheat. Separated. Exactly. Harvest. You are chosen. Royalty. There's a lot of power being given unto you. You are being called to step into that divine feminine power, male and female. Called. That's your creative side. That's what this is. Allowing your divine feminine to flourish. Because Spirit has been healing your divine masculine. We all have divine masculine. And Lightworkers, your divine masculine was bruised, was abused, sexually, physically, and emotionally. Is undergoing spiritual healing as I'm speaking to you now. Soul retrieval, gang. Broken open. That's how you became a Lightworker. That was how. Your divine feminine, she retreated inside of yourself. She didn't want to be loved. She didn't want to be touched. She didn't want to be seen. Until now. Until now. Giving birth to the divine feminine within you. Allowing her to shine. Allowing people to see her beauty. Males, we're talking to you as well. Been disconnected from your divine feminine for so long. That's why they said acceptance of self. The healing that you're going through right now is of your divine masculine. The part of you that couldn't save you. The part of you that couldn't protect you when you needed it the most. Belilin, that part. The part that you feel let you down, but didn't. Could only do what was in its capacity to do at the time. So now you're healing. The divine masculine is healing. And this hurts. This hurts. Because when your divine masculine is healing, then you have to come to the realization that people around you did not protect you. Because up until that point, it was all blamed on the divine masculine. But now you realize that your mum, your dad, people around you, caregivers, did not protect you. And this is what you've been asked to do, is come to terms with this truth. To accept you. To accept you, gang. A lot of you put so much on yourselves and you were children. Children, gang. So much responsibility put on little children, little spirit beings. That Spirit is just asking for you lot to accept yourselves, to forgive yourselves. The dark night of the souls is needed. It's a cleansing out. It frees your divine masculine. It takes away the blame that was placed on your divine masculine. Because the whole time, subconsciously or consciously, that blame was placed fairly and squarely on your divine masculine. Your divine feminine didn't get a chance to even grow as a child, most of you, before she was cut down. Your divine masculine was that part of you that was that was preyed upon. That was preyed upon by predators. That was broken open by those that had the power to do it. The Empress for me is a rebirth for you. It's a chance to do it again. It's a chance to do it again, gang. Like, I'm 46 and I'm living my childhood dream now. So I feel like it's a time for you to have a second childhood, to be reborn again. This baby you're carrying, for me, signifies you. You. It's a spiritual rebirth of you. You, the new you. The you that you were supposed to be before they fucked you up. Before they stole something from you. Before they hurt you. Before your course was changed. So I see an undergoing of a rebirth. This is what I see. A collective of light workers saying, accept me for who I am or not at all. You tried to be what all these people wanted you to be this whole time, right? Your mom, your dad. Because light workers are people pleasers. You would say, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. You felt like the black sheep. So you tried to fit in. You tried to please them. You probably became Cinderella. But I see a rebirth, and it's literally a renewal of a mind. Someone's mind being renewed is what the Empress stands for me. A mind being renewed. And with the mind being renewed, everything around them has to change. There's not one person, there's not one thing in your life that doesn't change once your mind is renewed. So I see a renewal of mindsets, a rebirthing of a mind. Someone becoming a child again. Ready, this is in the spirit. So now she's born again. He's born again. Knowing that from this point of birth, anything is possible. I'm not listening to what the news says. I'm not listening to what my circumstances dictate, because this tells me that I can be anything that I want to be. So the Empress is a birth. Something totally new. And that's you. I feel like you're new. You're not the same person that you was. Some of you are trying to be, because it was your comfortability. That's when people accepted you for who they made you into be. But this is who you really are. So I just see people not pretending anymore. This is a whole rebirth, someone being reborn and literally going into doing what they love to do. This is me working at what I want to do regardless. And I love it, and it's paying me. So I see you not conforming anymore is the word I was looking for. Because a lot of us conform. It's just like when I was at uni, I was like, I need to get this degree. But what for though? I can't even tell you what for. It was just something that I needed to do. Because I felt like I wasn't good enough without it. Spirit had to deal with me on that. Had to just withdraw it and delay it For me to see that, Diana, this piece of paper that you are putting all of this on, do you not see that I brought you out to 23,000 people? 23. You are making money in your sleep. And here you are worrying about a piece of paper. And I had to look at myself and say, for real, I was kidding myself, yo. Because I didn't think I was good enough without the piece of paper. That piece of paper. That Pacific one. Almost 25. And here I am worrying about a piece of paper. That's what it is. That degree don't come from God. It's not going to change anything for me. It's not going to change anything. Not one thing. Le India de Ponce. Listen, I had to retrain my brain because I felt like not nothing, but I couldn't prove to anyone that Diana, you left school at 14 years old. Imagine, 14 years old. Over here, that's the mocks. That's the year before you do your exams. So I didn't take any exams. I left. Because I'm so empathic, I followed a friend out of the exam room. Because she was crying. And I felt like I needed to heal her. Mindset is so important, gang. So I feel like Spirit is dealing with you lot. You had all these plans. 5-year plan. This is what I wanted. This is what I want to do. And Spirit says, no. This is not how it's going down. Take that. I'll take that. And furthermore, I take all of this. So for me, it was my legs. Spirit took my legs for 1 year. 1 year. Sit on your ass, Diana. Because I was so busy running. He said, you keep running, right? You keep running, right? Took my legs. Took my job. And then took my car. I weren't going nowhere, gang. I had to sit on my ass in the house with Spirit. That 1 year was what I needed. Because what I didn't realize was that I thought I loved myself, but I was still running from me. I was still running. I was keeping so busy that I didn't have to think about any of the negative things. So then I wasn't healing. I wasn't. I was too busy. When you're busy, too busy sometimes, you can't heal. You're just too busy going on to the next thing and the next thing. And sometimes Spirit has to remove everything. Everything, gang. I lost everything. I said to my daughter, I feel like Job. I feel like Job in this bitch. Like, what, go on. All that God's got to do now, and I wouldn't say it was the kids, like, oh my God. Because I was losing everything. So I couldn't understand it. Like, what did I do so wrong? And I didn't do nothing wrong. It was Spirit was trying to get me to answer the call, gang. Answer the call. So it looked like loss. It looked like failure. Because I lost everything. They were laughing like, rah, Diana's car's gone. Diana was making $3 a month. That's gone. Now she's got 2 sticks, bruv. So it looked like loss. My life looked like loss. And then here comes my landlord in the beginning of COVID, eviction notice. I was like, what is going on? Like, what's going on? And then I had to come out on camera in the middle of my mess. God's been dealing with me, gang. Even in my fasting, the first 3-day fasting that we done, my daughter revealed to me that my ex-partner abused her. That was God. That was Spirit. But that's been at the right place at the right time. The right place at the right time. And that was me surrendering it over to God. Because I knew in my spirit, man, something wasn't right. But I had to let God deal with my daughter. 3 days I fasted and said to God, any strongholds, any chains, any known or unknown, God, I'm here for you. I need you to be here for me. On the third day, that chain was broken. My daughter revealed to me that my partner of 16 years, 5 kids, had abused her. It broke me, yo. Because for me, I prided myself. I was always like, my mum let me get abused. She never protected me. And then here I am. Oh my God. God dealt with me, bruv. To know that now I became my mum. I became the mum of a daughter who's been abused. The very thing that I said would never happen. So it looks like loss. It looked like failure. But it was God trying to get me to answer the call. Because he knew that my testimony was powerful. He knew that the message that I would bring and the way that I would bring it would be powerful and it would be heard. So I don't know what God wants you to do. I don't. But what I do know is that there's an answering of the call. I'm telling you, that literally, I was so angry with my mum. But God broke me so I could understand that she chose him over me. I would never do that. But I can understand. I can understand. I can get it. And I love her. Like I love my mum more than I've ever loved her before. Just because God made me see her. Understand and know that when you're going through your pain, because I was going through it, but so was my kids. And we don't understand that when you a mum, when you're a dad, if you're not okay, your kids are not okay. The very demons that you are fighting, if you don't be careful, it will come for your children. This is why Spirit says answer the call. I ran from my call for years, gang. Spirit had to bring me to my knees for me to listen. And for some of you, it's going to take just that. Take away everything. Because you can keep running. For me, it was too uncomfortable. It was too uncomfortable. When I started speaking, I could only see them laughing. I could only see them laughing. I could only see them laughing at me. So it was hard for me. It was really hard for me to get out of the way. To let my ego be broken and broken and broken until I was okay with my truth. Mental health is so important, gang. And you have to micromanage your own. Answering your call. They only call you for money. There you go. Answering your call, gang. Divine Messenger Tarot. Your name is on the check. From these 2 cards, from once you answer the call, gang, the only way is up. Your business starts to thrive. A renewed mindset. Walking in your purpose and getting paid for it, gang. It's not even about the payment because that just comes. It's the doing what you love. It's the doing what you love. Some of you are in jobs that you hate. I did that. I did that. Getting from day to day, from paycheck to paycheck and just barely making it back to it. I did it. I did it all. And none of it satisfied my soul. None of it. Spirit is asking you not to do what it is you love, what your soul is calling you to do. And that is what's going to pay you the money. That is what it is. Adriana, if you hate your job, baby girl, you need to start searching yourself for what you really want to do. And start stepping out in faithfulness. This is the time. This is saying that if you lot step out, if you start this new project, because that's a new project, that's a new venture, that's a new idea. if you really do it, you are going to be successful, gang. That is a lot of money coming in. But that is also purpose. That is you loving what you're doing. That is you loving what you're doing. That's you the master of whatever it is you're doing. Literally making money in your sleep. I see your house in the distance. A lot of you don't realize once you start to walk into your calling, gang, it's going to take care of itself. You're going to make money in your sleep, and that house in the distance belongs to you. It belongs to you. There's a castle in the distance. There's a lot of power. But with this is responsibility, gang. And literally, I don't know who you are, but I know there's a lot of you. I know there is. This is entrepreneurs. This is people stepping out here. And doing whatever it is that their soul is asking them to do. And this is where your payment comes. This is where the wealth comes for you. This is where you make your money. Let's get some more cards. Look at this. 10 of Swords. Ace of Wands. I love this card the most. Do you know what this card means for you? You being divinely guided. You answering the call. This is you saying, Spirit, I answer it. I answer it. Kirk, gang, gang. Kirk, you can see it, right? Like, I literally, the things that are dropping into my spirit right now. Kirk, Torian, you've got my spirit. You've got my skin tingling, Kirk. You are going to be amazing, King. When I was watching people go and follow Kirk Torian on Insta, the way he breaks down those chakras, gang, he had my attention. He had my attention today. He breaks down these chakras, gang. Kirk Torian, your name is on the check. This is you saying, Spirit, I'm answering this call. I don't see no one's hands on this part from yours. Some of you are trying to take your best friend, your man, your woman. And I'm sorry to tell you that some of your relationships might not survive this journey. This is the truth. It's what it says. Some of them will not survive it. These people just can't understand this process. It's beyond their minds, their capacity. Like they're on a human level. Someone wants to know how you're going to pay the bills. And you're going to tell them God's got it. What do you mean God's got it? It's going to cause frictions in the household. The Ace of Wands is you being divinely guided and knowing that sometimes I'm not knowing how I'm going to eat. But I'm going to follow what Spirit is telling me though. So you know with that, some of these relationships are going to come to an end. Like, they're going to be like, you crazy. How are we going to feed the kids? Like, people are going to be like, is this person lost their whole mind? What do you mean God's got us? But we got bills to pay though. What do you mean you're leaving your job? People are not going to understand. Not going to understand when you're ready to leave that job and start a business not knowing how it's going to pay the bills. Because this is what's been asked. Spirit was asking me to do this before, you know. But when I was in my job, I was being called and I was like, nah, I was used to the money. Spirit took that, took my legs and the car. Be careful you don't lose everything, gang, gang. La India depends, because it's not always the devil taking your stuff. Sometimes Spirit does it. Take everything. Read Job. Everything. Everything. Like literally leave you down to just your knickers. Just your knickers, bruv. Are you going to answer now? Because you ain't got nothing. So it's answering the call. And I see a lot of you have taken it up. Your right eye was jumping. There you go. Answering the call. Relationships end. But do you know what comes in, gang? Do you know? Do you know what happens when you get connected with Source? I'm just getting tingles now. Because the word, I didn't know what they wanted to say. Yes, you lose relationships. So what? But you know what you gain? Everything, bruv. You get everything. That's an overflow, bruv. So what? If Megan, Sally, Karen, Derek don't want to chat to you no more, think you're weird, so what? You get an overflow in your life. This is overflow. The Ace of Cups. Unconditional is what you get. The way the angels see you, remember? Unconditionally. So everything that you're getting is overflowed. It is just flowing to you. What is it you need, Spirit says? Because this is many things. That's love, ideas, inspiration, abundance. And it's all coming in overflows, gang. Tasha Cobb says it. Fill me up till I overflow. Because that's what Spirit wants to do, you know. That's why Spirit always says, empty yourselves. So I can fill you up. Be yin, be receptive. That divine feminine in you. Spirit is filling you up. That's creativity. You're bursting with it now. You're bursting with it. And you know with that creativity what you do? Do you know what you do with it? There you are. Making things happen in your life. And here you become the Queen of Pentacles, the rich bitch. The rich bitch. Very powerful. With loyal people. So yes, the disloyal ones, they will go. They will be gone. They have to go. Being stripped away. These people were stabbing you in the back anyway, talking about you. They didn't think you was going to make it anyway. You see, when you let go of these things that's holding you down, holding you back. Because most of these people need to leave your life so you can actually be real with yourself. So you can answer the call. You're like, but they're going to call me a witch though. So what? Let them go and walk into your calling. Walk into what God is calling you to do. Because once you answer this call, Spirit's going to fill you up. So much so, you're going to just don't know what to do with it. Money's going to be pouring from you. This lady here, entrepreneur. She is now giving to the world. She has the bag. She can open up an orphanage. She can do all those things that she said to Spirit she's going to do. This person is divinely guided. She's the head and not the tail. She has a scepter in her hand, so she has taken up her mantle. She has answered her call. She has a crown on her head, so she has fixed her crown, and she understands that she's royalty. Because you know you're from a royal priesthood, right? The ram in the picture is Spirit. Ever present, ever by your side. So you are co-creating with Spirit. That is Spirit, the ram, the bush. Remember the ram in the bush? In the Bible? Spirit's never leaving your side. You co-create with Spirit. You get your instructions. That is why the money is fixed firmly in her hands. She never wants for nothing. She never wants. Can you see the passion? Can you see the fire? Can you see the trailblazer that you're supposed to be? They want you to blaze your trails. bringing the heat. Yesterday I said a fire starter. Trailblazers, gang. Lighting the way so others can follow. Even your haters will follow. Lost in darkness, but once you blaze this trail, you are lighting the way for thousands, if not millions, to follow. So Spirit is making you look into trailblazers, into the first of your families, the first even to do anything, that you could be creating a job here, creating an avenue. You're the one. You're going down that path that hasn't been traveled. No one's been down it. You're creating it. That's why the rod and the staff is comforting you. It's parting the ways. It's making them crooked parts straight. Look at it. You answered it. That's Moses right there. The Red Sea's gonna part. Paths are gonna be straight that were once crooked. All I can see is someone taking up the mantle and blazing a trail. Cannot be stopped. Literally, and Spirit is all the way with you, making sure you have what you need when you need it. Exactly what you need when you need it. And look where they're bringing you. Expansion. To the Emperor. To the Emperor. I said you was the head. To the Emperor. Shit then. So this is to the top. Literally to the top. There is no limits. There is no limits. And that is the entrepreneur of entrepreneurs. This says there is a cascade of blessings and financial wealth coming in. Cascade. And all Spirit wants you to do, oh my God, is just answer the call, gang. Answer it. The Fool. Start your Fool's journey, bruv. I can't believe they took the cards like this. Spirit says, I will expand you. I will bring you to nations. The 8 of Wands is real quick. Is real quick. You saw my channel. I started a year ago. 25,000 people. Real quick. Spirit says, I want to change your story. There's a reason why Spirit is waking you up. No sleep. No sleep. No sleep. Offering you something. Are you going to accept it? There's an offer here. So they're waking you up with an offer. An offer, gang. So do you want it? What's the offer? Ascension. Ascension, gang. Do you want this? Spiritual ascension. And it's fast. It's a chariot. Do you want us to bring you somewhere fast? This is going fast energy. They're saying, do you want this? So they've been waking you up. People have been trying to steal your blessings from you, gang. Literally, I told you. For some of you, it's a partner. Not gonna lie. You got some partners that are hella insecure. And they'll be like blocking your blessings. Like somebody's got some partners that really don't believe. It might be a partner, might be a best friend, whoever this person is to you. Don't believe that they're kind of talking you out of this. This person is blocking your blessings, gang, whether you know it or not. Someone is a blessing blocker. Someone just wants you for themselves but doesn't want you to explore any of this. And it says someone doesn't believe in you. Someone's kind of dishonest here. Behind your back, they say something different. So they might be saying, yeah, I'm with you, what you're doing. But behind your back, they're not with you. This person's not with you. And for someone, it is your partner. Your partner loves you, don't get me twisted. But your partner doesn't believe in your spirituality, doesn't believe that you're called, doesn't believe any of that. And this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. I also see some of you have some really, really strong relationships. And you're supposed to be doing something together. That you're both being called. That these two people here are being called. But you have somebody here trying to separate you two. So there's a couple here. And you're both being called as light workers together. But there is someone in the middle trying to separate you two. You two. So there is a wife and a husband or two partners, whether they're two same sex or whatever you are being called as light workers together. But there is a separation happening. Someone is trying to split you up. I feel like people are trying to split you up by saying that, by spreading rumors, by doing something. There is someone doing something there, trying to split up this duo. This duo together is stronger than apart. Stronger than apart. If it's you, you should be embracing each other and you should be both out doing light work together. Your stories are strong. These two people's story is strong. Could be a wife and a husband. It could be two best friends. It could even be a brother and a sister. But I really do think it's a partner, two partners. Your story is a story of love. Your story is a story of love. People are not believing in love, and Spirit wants to show your love to people. The way that you lot communicate, the way that you lot get through your problems. I don't know who you are. But Spirit wants your relationship to be seen. You lot have come through so much adversity, and you have God at the forefront of your relationship. You might not even be married, but this is unconditional love. Wow, the King of Pentacles. So there's a lot of money coming in, gang. Listen, I've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got a strong power couple here. There is a strong power couple here that you two are going to make a lot of money. A lot of money. The King of Pentacles, someone is going to be the banker. Spirit says you're no longer going to be borrowing money. You're going to be lending it. People are going to come to you for money. You are going to be lending people money. Someone's going to have their own charity here. Someone is going to start their own charity. Their own charity. And you might have a partner in the spirit, because this partner might be crossed over in the spirit as well. So someone could be doing something in the name of someone that's crossed over, that's died already. Because I can feel like someone's partner is around. Someone's lost someone recently. Someone lost their best friend, their partner. Wow. The hierophant. Listen, man, you lot are becoming institutional, bro. You lot are moving into a time of expansion. Listen, I don't know who needs to hear this. Someone needs to hear this. But you are being called to expand. Expand your business. You're doing one thing, but they want you to add something else onto it. Because I see you becoming a charity, like something really big that people come to and invest in. Like someone is going to be an institute, and it's got Taurus in your chart. Like literally someone is going international. International. You're going to be known all around the world. You're like the fucking Pope. You're like the king or the queen here. Could have Taurus, Leo in your chart here. Someone is going to be raised up. When I say raised up, this is just power. I can't have no words for this. Someone is going to be made so powerful, gang. You're going to have the ability to change laws. Like, I see you changing laws. Making some rules, making laws. This person could be going into politics. This is like people are serving you. Someone's going to be something big. I don't know if you're going to have your own political party. I don't know what this is. But someone is going to be doing something. It's a game changer. And I could just see Taurus. Taurus, you got Taurus in your chart, bro. Is that what you're doing, Taurus? This kind of seems political. This person needs to be quiet, though. Keep some things to themselves. Keep it to yourself, gang. Keep it to yourself. Because I feel like someone is doing something very political. Very political. And Spirit is saying, be careful what you say and what you speak. Keep some of these things to yourself and protect your energy, gang. So I feel like someone is going into the political arena. I'm not sure what you're doing there, but Spirit says, yeah, silence, gang. Silence on that. Because that's a trailblazer. I don't know what someone on the watch list, for real. That's what I felt. I was like, should I even say it? Should I even say it? Someone's going to be doing something there. Spirit's like, Don't tell no one, because government watch lists, people. Government watch lists. So there's you lot healing your inner child. Finally healing it, gang. And Spirit is applauding you lot for this. Healing that inner child. She is hugging her child because no one hugged her. Telling her that it's okay. I do this on a regular to myself. Giving yourself the okay. Forgiving yourself. Accepting those things you can't change. The very thing Spirit asked of you. A lot of you are doing here. So I do see a lot of healing going on of your inner child. And that's amazing. Let's cut the deck. The Knight of Pentacles. So something is approaching. But before that happens, tower moments. Things are crumbling down, people. For me, that's how you thought your life was going to be. It's coming down. The facade is all crumbling down. And what will be left is what is going to be remains. So what's going to be left is going to be you. As I can see. You. When everything comes falling down, you're left here. So someone is losing everything. Could have lost your home. Could have lost your job. Could have lost some family members here. But you found yourself. You found yourself. So in all of these losses, someone found themselves. Someone found that they're actually being called. They're the Lightworker. They are. So you like Job right now. Someone is going through what I went through, what Job went through. But literally it's because Spirit needs you to see you. See you for who you are. That's who you are. The Lightworker. You could have Virgo in your chart. So I see a lot of Lightworkers going through tower moments. But it's good tower moments. Because literally Spirit is removing what needs to go. What you refuse to let go of. Courtney B and Sons. Gang, Courtney. Wagwan. See you tomorrow, girl. Me and Courtney have a Zoom. Courtney B and Sons. Love you, sis. Did I forget anyone else? I don't think so. Sometimes when I'm channeling, I don't see the names, but I'm so sorry. No, I didn't forget no one else. Right. So let's just change the deck and wind it down. Let's wind it down. Because literally Spirit's got so much. They got judgment and justice. I was going to put it away, but I have to give it judgment and justice, gang, gang. So I feel like Spirit is calling you. That's the call. That is the call. That's the wake-up call. Can you see it? Waking you up at 3, 3, 3. You're like, why am I getting up? Because Spirit wants you up. They're waking you up. They said, wake the F up, people. Wake up, wake up. It's time that you get what you deserve, and that's justice. It's time. Sedna. So Spirit is waking you up so you can get what you deserve. So you, look at this, can get your good karma. So balance can be restored. Because balance is not, oh, that's not what I want to say. Your life is imbalanced right now. So if Spirit is waking you up, it's because they want to restore the balance. That's what I want to say. They want to restore balance back to your life. Justice, that means Spirit feels like there's some things you need to be avenged for, atoned for, some records that need to be set straight. So the truth is coming out about these people. Because you know you've had people really trying to stop and block you. You know that, right? Spirit is waking you lot up. So you lot can actually expose some of these things. Because I feel like some of you have been called just to get up and expose. That's someone exposing this person. He's about to expose what he did. And that's some of you have just been woken up just to do it. To get up and speak about whatever it is. And in doing that, it's exposing wrongdoings, exposing what people are doing. Exactly, the high priestess. So they're calling you. They're calling you to harness that dark and light side of yours. Because you know you've got it. They've even got some of you on pause right now. You're like, Diana, my life is stagnant. Nothing's not moving. Because Spirit has said, are you going to answer the call? Are you going to answer it? They want you to answer the call and they want you to get to work. Get to work. A lot of you are right here, right now. Two of Swords. Should I? Should I not? Should I not? Is it me? Spirit said it's always been you. It's always been you. Now it's time for you to blaze your trails. It's time. Oh my God. At the bottom of the deck, if you blaze your trails, right? I love it. 10 of Pentacles. And it says wealth. Wealth, legacy. You living in the land of luxury, gang. That's the Roman Empire right there. And look who's here. Spirit. The Temperance card. All of these things are coming towards you. Just answer the call. You don't worry about the wrong things. That someone wants to have the money before they answer the call, not understanding that the call is going to get them to the money. It's going to get you to have this sustainable wealth. Wealth that doesn't go. So yeah, some of you are in the hangman position. But that's a good place to be. Because the hangman position is a place of awakenings. It's awakenings. People say it's stagnancy. It's I'm not moving. It's not. This is you awakening. That's awakenings. Spirit had to put you on pause. Had to pause you. Had to slow you down. Some of you are way too busy to even hear Spirit's voice. So if Spirit slows you the fuck down, you gotta hear it, right? So a lot of you are now listening, hearing Spirit's voice for the first time, because you're jobless, you're homeless, you've been put on your ass because they want you to listen. Like, literally, listen, Linda, listen. Like, your spirit team's getting mad. Like, I've been waking her up for the last 10 years and she don't listen. Waking him up for the last 15. Antoinette. We always want to know why. I never knew why. I literally just picked up these cards and it felt right. And I said, Dana, what are you doing? Put on the live button. I was like, this is your girl D Virgo Tarot 2222. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But God knew what he was doing. He knew. Antoinette. I just did what my spirit man was prompting me to do. I was being pushed to do something outside of my comfort zone, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know nothing about no tarot. I was like, what am I doing? I felt stupid. I did. I felt dumb. But now it makes sense. But it didn't at the time. It didn't make no sense. It didn't make any sense. We have so much cards that want to come through today, but the time is now 116 minutes. So I think I might have to break it up because I really want to get these messages out. But I don't want this one to be too long. I don't, and it's already long already. So I think I might have to come back. I think I'm going to do a part 2 because there's another part of the message that needs to come out. Renecia, your name is on the check. I want to give you a minute to go and do what you do and then come back. So we're going to do a 2-part one today, gang. We're going to have to because I've got more messages, but I can't afford for this to go on for too much longer. But the message has to come out. So we're going to end it with the Starseed Oracle. And if you feel like you've been called, the message has been speaking to you, then join me back in about, it's 5:38. Give me half an hour and we're going to be back. We're going to be back for another half an hour though. We're going to wrap it up. But there is more messages, but I don't want it to go too long. Weight of the world. Boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. Oh my days. I love that. I think we're going to end it on that. I want to say something to that. Millicent. The 10 of Wands. The weight of the world on your shoulders. A lot of you have been feeling like this lately. Right? You've been feeling like, Dana, it's just so much going on. I don't know what to do. I can hardly get up out the bed. Spirit said, you know why? Because you've been allowing people to put things on you. Just keep putting things on you. Like I can take it, you keep saying. How can I help you? But you've got to set boundaries. If you don't, people are going to continue to keep putting it on you. Continue to keep putting it on you. Spirit said it's time for you to let some of these things go and let some of these people go. Because what I can see is that some of these people know that you lot have got enough on your plates and are still putting more on your plate. Spirit said it's not even yours to carry. That's why they're asking for you to what? Surrender. There's a song called Cast Your Burdens Upon Jesus, for he cares for you. Don't have to believe in Jesus, but it's about casting all your problems. We tend to want to solve them all ourselves. And Spirit says that's not what it's about. If you're with me, yeah, if you're co-creating with me, Spirit, then you're supposed to give your problems to me. You're supposed to cast them all over to me and let me worry about them. Let me handle them. So you've been asked to give over your problems, the ones that you think are weighing you down, over to Spirit. Surrender them over because you have bigger fish to fry. And you are wasting time trying to solve all these problems that Spirit wants to solve for you. Weight of the world. You don't need to carry it all. You're no good to anyone if you're running on empty and bogged down by the weight of the world. This card is a reminder to look after your own well-being before anyone else's. Facts. To stop carrying the world's problems on your shoulders. To put your own oxygen mask on first. Because you're trying to save everyone but yourselves. In these changing times, it's hard not to feel overwhelmed by the state of this planet. However, you cannot take on its problems from a place of energetic depletion. You hear that? Some of you are trying to save a whole, and you can't even save yourself right now. You're tired. You cannot take on the problems of the world from a place of energetic depletion. This card is thanking you for caring as much as you do. Spirit knows you want to build a better world and ease the road for others. And that's incredible, gang. But the way that you've been doing it is not going to be sustainable. They're calling for you to establish clear boundaries so that you're not constantly taken out energetically. The planet needs you to be healthy, both physically and emotionally. So instead of digesting the news or reaching for your phone as soon as you wake up, show up first to a nourishing practice such as meditation, as prayer, soul inquiry, deep breathing or exercise in nature. Once you're in a state of grace and your inner well is full, you are now ready to face your days. And care for others. At the end of the day, take an energetic shower or a bath by emptying out anything that is not yours to carry. You can pick it up again the next day if you choose to, but give yourself time and space to rejuvenate and rest. Spirit wants to ask you a question. What are you carrying that is not even yours? What are you carrying that isn't even yours? Pull it down. Antoinette Johnson. What are you carrying that isn't even yours? That's a deep question, gang. And when we come back, we will continue where we left off. But the question is this. Antoinette Johnson and all of the gang, what are you carrying that isn't even yours? Is it guilt? Is it shame? What is it? Spirit says you lot are carrying things that don't belong to you. That's why you're feeling weighed down. Weighed down. It's time to go through all the things that are making you feel weighed down, and I bet you most of them don't belong to you. They don't belong to you. Spirit says you cannot save the world from a place of energetic depletion. That means we have to make sure that we are okay. Because if we're not okay, back to that first message, if we're not okay, then no one's okay. No one connected to you is okay. So Spirit wants you to let it go because it's not yours to carry. Whatever you're carrying that doesn't belong to you, let it go. Let it go. Stop holding on to it. Generational karma, gang. We're holding on to so much things and it's not ours to carry. It's not. Surrender it over. We are letting go of things. If you realize you go from one thing to another and you don't let it go, you carry it with you. Spirit is asking you to start letting some things go. Because a lot of you are depleted energetically because you're so busy trying to solve all these problems, which are not even yours to solve. They're not. You're taking God's job out of his hands, Spirit's hands. Like, Spirit's supposed to be solving your problems. You're supposed to surrender it over and trust God. And here you are trying to be God for your own situation and failing and really tired at it and really weighed down with it. And not just your own. You're trying to save your family, your children, your friend, your neighbor. Right now, Spirit wants us to let go. Exactly, let go. And start with self. Because if we start with self, remember, if we love ourselves the way the angels love us unconditionally, that's how we're going to start changing this world. 100%. So I'm going to see you look back in about half an hour, 45 minutes. Get your tea, as my tea is now cold. Get your tea ready. The second part of it is going to go quite quick because that was just the channeled messages. That's out of the way. Now we're just going to get the cards, and the cards are going to speak directly to you. But today it was a lot of channeled messages. They were coming up in my spirit and I had to just get it out. Now we're just going to get all the cards, and we have a lot of cards on deck. A lot of spiritual cards, and I want them to speak to you. Speak to the star seed that's inside of you. I want you to know that you matter. You've always mattered to Spirit. You might not have mattered to them, but you matter to Spirit. Many are called, but you are chosen. So now, the question is, will you answer the call? All right, I see you back. Some ginger and lime tea. See you in a little while, gang. Half an hour. See you there.